Hello, everyone. This is Grand Madam of Grand Madam Tarot. How was your weekend? Mine was pretty interesting. How about that Super Bowl? I knew it as soon as after the first quarter when the Eagles made their touchdown and then the Chiefs made their touchdown right up. I can see how this game is going, so this is going to be interesting. But in the meantime, I'm a multitasker. What I was doing, I was editing, re editing, and editing my book. By the time Rihanna came on, I like Rihanna. I looked up and I'm like, look at this. What's going on here? What's going on here? I like the show, but the message was disturbing. Okay? And I'm going to tell you why. Like I said, I love me some Rihanna and those wild, wild, wild thoughts and make me feel like I'm the only girl in the world. Yeah, okay? You get my point, right? But being a bit of a occultist in training, I saw something a little more than just a performance. I saw the image of a single, beautiful, and accomplished pregnant woman. I'm like, wait a minute. Did they mean to do that? And I didn't catch on right away until she sat down. And I'm like, two things. Oh, well, looks like Rihanna hasn't gotten rid of that baby weight. And my daughter said, Ma, she's pregnant again. Her stomach is too firm. Look at it. And I looked at it and I'm like, well, I'll know for sure if she's wearing tennis shoes. So when the shot came and I could see the full body and the sneakers, I went, uh-oh, you're pregnant again. Now, is the message you can be single, beautiful, and pregnant at the same time and make stellar moves like a Rihanna? Or is this, I don't want to say the new trend, is this the new way of life? To not expect a marriage or to be carrying a child as a single woman? Because I don't care how successful you are, carrying a child without the commitment of a husband is scary as hell. To be carrying a child is scary enough. But to add that additional component of someone who's really not that committed to being with you is worse. I don't know. That's what came through my mind. All right. So before doing this video, I decided to just let's take a look to see where the planets are right now. Since tomorrow is going to be Valentine's Day. Oh, and happy Valentine's Day if I hadn't said it before. This is going to be one weird Valentine's Day. And I'm going to tell you why. This is a brief thing. I'm not going into conjunctions, aspects, and other kind of stuff. But some things I did notice to make me say, good God, I'm so glad I'm a baby boomer and don't have to put up with this. First of all, and I wrote it down so that'll be clear. Excuse me. The Sun, Mercury, and Saturn are all in Aquarius. And Aquarius is the sign of what? The individual, the rebel, humanitarian efforts, electronics, and groups. Groups. The Sun is energizing. Mercury is going to be a lot of chitter chatter about Aquarian things that I just mentioned. But Saturn is the taskmaster. The Saturn is going to put people through the test to see, can you handle this individualism, or are you a group person? Which means it's going to be some interesting things to happen. People will be either encouraged or forced into individualism, or maybe they'll just present their concepts of individualism within the context of groups. I don't know. Does that mean we're going to have a lot of groups coming together as support systems and new networks to support the individuals? Now, another planet that has that will influence the Valentine's Day energy. Well, two: Venus, the planet of love, and Neptune, the planet of delusion. And to me, well, Venus is everything beauty oriented. It's feminine, even though its ruler is male and masculine. Um, yes, it's masculine. Venus, the guardian god deity of Venus, is an effeminate male. Okay. And he is very interested in the arts, the romance, but he's not to be toyed with because he can also be a very vicious taskmaster. And then we have Neptune. We have the illusions. We have the fantasies. We have Hallmark movies. And I call this grouping here with Venus and Neptune, and are they conjunct? Where did I put the Venus is 24 degrees, 21 degrees. Yeah, this is a conjunction. Venus is, said I wouldn't do this, 21 degrees, 43 minutes into Pisces, and Neptune is 24 degrees, and who knows how, 24 degrees, period. So they're sitting right on top of each other. So right now, it looks like this Valentine's Day is going to be Hallmark movies versus the soap operas. You know, in the Hallmark movies, you have all these happy endings and these with the romantic adventures there. But in the soap operas, you have all kinds of treachery, betrayals, romance, and who's going to end up with who, who's going to get caught with who. So, we'll put that over there. That's what I see off the bat. I'm going to use my shamanic cards here, my shamanic oracles. I know these are ones you can't see that well. Let's hold it this way and you can see it. Okay. Just to see what other energies may be floating around. See how these energies express for our Valentine's Day reading. Okay. Okay, my tarot team is here. The ancestors are here. I also want to call in the guardian angels for the collective, for all who view this. Okay. For all those couples in marriage, you have a few hours to get your candy, cards, and flowers in on time. For all you singles, let's see what's going on. Because it seems to be a new trend. I know I've heard about Valentine's Day where all the girls get the new groups. Valentine's Day, where the girls get together to celebrate romance and have a good time. Are the fellas doing the same thing? I don't know. Let's see. What is the energy tomorrow around now and tomorrow around Valentine's Day? What is the energy around that Valentine's Day for our collective? Our collective. I know I'm going to run out and get my chocolates for me and mine today. Oh, okay. I said that two cards popped up. Let's see what they are. Three. It says, it's all good. Can you see it? I know it's very dark. Does that help? Anyway, it's all good on this one. Past, present, and future. And retreat. Okay. So some of us are going to be staying to ourselves in retreat tomorrow, or some of us will also be staying in all day. Okay, so that's good. It's all good. First card that popped up. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. What's at the bottom of the deck? Oh, now we get ready to get deep. At the bottom of the deck, we have forgiveness. Look at that, the sun and the moon. We have forgiveness. The sun shines and exposes or illuminates the shadow, the activity behind the moon, but you can't see. And it's calling here for forgiveness. You see the words? Take my word for it. It says forgiveness. And it's number 23, which is 2 plus 3 equals 5. 5 is the vibration of change. That's interesting. It's quite interesting. Mm. Numerologically, it's all good is number 18. 1 plus 8 equals 9. Completion. It is done. It's all good. Whatever went down. Past, present, and future is the number 4. 4 is the vibration of structure, building the structure. And we have another 4 with the retreat, structure again. So a lot of people are going to be staying home, staying in. All right, let's take a look. Which cards are we going to use? We're talking romance. Okay, let's start with the romance angels. What are the energies we can expect for Valentine's Day? Our collective, that is. Well, lay down. What are the energies we can expect? Or what's about us for Valentine's Day? Yeah, well. Oop, come on. Should I pull this out? Or was that just sloppiness? Okay, one more. So it didn't fall the way I wanted it to. All right. Top, middle, and bottom. Bottom? Tarot team says bottom. All right. Hmm. Beware of addictions. Codependency is one. Not wanting to be alone is another. Having to be around people, people, people all the time. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Be mindful. It's safe to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of them all. It's safe for you to corollary. It's safe for you to love when you are where you are most celebrated. It's a waste of time trying to love someone who is not invested in you. It is a waste of time with struggle love. It is a waste of time trying to love someone who loves someone else. It is a waste of time trying to love because you don't want to be alone. Moving right along. Did I call it or did I call it? Love yourself first. Buy your own damn chocolates, okay? Your self respect makes you romantically attractive. Well, I can vouch for that. And finally, oh, some of you will discover that your lifestyles with the person that you really care for and really like are in direct conflict. And that's going to be a discussion. This is going to be here we have Hallmark versus the soap operas. What your idea of loving someone is, or your love language, is not their love language. That is definitely problematic. Um, that's a decision that's going to have to be made. Because if you're not being loved the way you need to be loved, you're not being loved at all. Hmm. Bottom of the deck. We also have commitments will be made. All right. Wow. And some of you are married and in this situation. Hmm. Those are the messages. Let's move these over. And we're going to do the reading. I'm going to do these. All right. What can we expect for Valentine's Day? What can we expect for Valentine's Day? Sun, Mercury, and Saturn are in Aquarius. Venus and Neptune are in Pisces. The spirit is saying burn your candles. Make sure you and your atmosphere, your environment, your room, your home smell really, really good and conducive for romance, even if it's no one in there but you. Enjoy the energy, absorb it, and you'll feel a lot better. Wow, spirit, thank you. Mm, I just heard that's a wrap. I don't know which one said it though. I'm not even going to ask. I'm not even going to ask. Mhm. Okay, what energies? Okay, overall energy. There's a decision that has to be made because of the instability here. We have someone who is doing a juggling act. For some of you, that means they don't know which way to go, which one to choose, which situation to choose, whether you should choose or not. Here we go. Two cards of balance, justice, Libra energy. So there is an imbalance. This is what we're talking about. This is Libra is ruled by what planet? Oh my goodness. It's an air sign. Uh, Venus. Okay, Venus. Hmm. Ooh. Major transformation. Major changes. All right, this is talking about the change in the traditional way of Valentine's Day. The attitude is different. For some of us, even perspectives are different. Well, attitude, perspectives, mindset is different. There's been a great change, and it's a fundamental change. Ooh. There is a definite need for change because of the imbalance in the situation, in the romantic situation. Hmm, that's interesting. Because what it is assuming is that actions need to be taken, mindsets need to change, actions need to be taken to balance things out. In the past, we have the Empress. She's the boss lady. She's also the ultimate mom. She's the pregnant lady. The Earth Mother. And here we have Cups. Mhm. There was a time when women were happy being my wives and mothers. Now, this is in the past because now we have the Queen of Swords, Libra energy again. And she's sitting right, this is the future. She's sitting right on top of the Two of Pentacles and the Justice card. This is a person who's been through emotional hell. She has learned her lessons. She's about self love and she's about protecting herself now. And you see that sword raised high and that hand extended out? What is that on her wrist? Hmm, looks like mala beads. That's a symbol of Buddhism, chanting, spiritual development. Hmm. Cutting away of distractions, cutting away of things that are no longer serving to her or suitable for her. This is interesting. Queen of Swords. To balance. That'll bring about a balance. Oh, yes, it will. Cutting away the distractions. Let me look at this again. Wait, there's so much. These are Malabeads. Or maybe it's me. She has them on both wrists. And they're red. Brownish red. Reddish brown. Malabeads are like rosaries. If you're in the Catholic tradition, you have the rosary, you have the beads. But with Malabeads, they are used for mantras, chanting mantras. 108 Malabeads are attached to a string, and you have a little sash that hangs down. That to me indicates that the Queens of Swords have become much more in tuned spiritually. The sword talks about a mindset of clarity. I did not realize how much of a Buddhism is in this card. Well, those are Buddhist concepts. The mantras clear out all distractions in your mind and instill focus, clarity. And that is one very important aspect of the Queen of Swords. She sees things clearly now. She has her own goals, and she knows how to reach those goals using the spiritual level and bringing what's manifesting from the spiritual level. Okay, this is deep. So we have a whole new, huh? Whole new ideas, fresh ideas here. And here we have the emperor, the father figure. The father figure, the boss, the government, is in charge now. This is in present position. But the concern position is the king of swords. Now here's the king. He's got a sword up. But his sword isn't straight up. His sword is cocked ace deuce to the side, as they used to say. The way you would cock your hat. So even though he has a clear mindset, his sword is kind of janky. Or this positioning of his sword is kind of janky here. Janky means not good quality. Is it because his wrist is a little weak? Or is it because... Why is it because here, King? The Queen of Swords, his counterpart, her sword is straight up. This one is, like I said, on a diagonal. Now, He's not wearing any Malabis. He's more concerned with the letter of the law. She's concerned with the spirit of the law. So let's see what's happening here. And he's falling in the place of concern. Ooh, karma, the wheel of destiny, the wheel of fortune, the Hierophant. This is the government. I call this my state government. This is also society's institutions. The institution of marriage, the institution of education, health, um, transportation, whatever it is, the institutions. And the Hierophant, religion, excuse me, seems to be falling in the position of hopes and fears. So there are some difficulties with societal institutions right about now. And this is sitting on top of the Wheel of Fortune, which tells me there are going to be major changes in societal thought and societal activities, which is going to create change, reform our current institutions. Told you we were having the weirdest Valentine's Day I've ever seen. Look at this. The seeds of love. Whatever is coming, this is not just going to be on Valentine's Day, folks. This is from now on until some other major changes come about. Our whole concepts of love and romance are changing. Here's the Ace of Wands as the birth or beginning of some new passion. I can't wait to see what the next one is. Ooh. Wow. Wow, wow, wowie, wowie. Um, Five of Pentacles, abandonment, poverty. Looking at this, on your side, it's going to look like this. We have the passion, the action, the energy. We have the Emperor, father figure, masculinity, and then we have, federal government. And then we have poverty and abandonment. What this is showing me is that for those who have been ruled by their passions, because the Emperor rules, it's now being quite clear that your passions have caused your poverty and your abandonment. That's deep. Let's see what passions they are. Okay. Time. Where my little cup? Here. Oh, way over here. Did I? Yeah, I did. Out of curiosity, I got my mini Rider-Waite. What is the Ace of Wands? This can also be read as new beginnings, different from what the Emperor has been ruling over. Because what the Emperor has been ruling over has now created abandonment, issues of abandonment and poverty. What is the Ace of Wands? The Ace of Wands also is about sex. What is the Ace of Wands? What is it? Oh, 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 oh. Nah, that's too many. I can take one at a time, but not five at a time. Okay, what is the Ace of Wands? Okay. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, wow. Okay. It turned over like this. Look, this is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. This is bad karma. So these are passions out of control. The theme is Valentine's Day. You're getting serious here. And the Wheel of Fortune is Aquarius. And we know Saturn is in Aquarius, right? Harsh lessons, uncontrolled passions, leaving you broke and abandoned, or leaving some folks broke and abandoned. What else? Uh, uh, uh. The cards are repeating themselves. Marriage card again. Card of the social institution, the Hierophant, number 5. Wheel of Fortune is the number 10. Wow. It's almost like it's saying this is lessons to be learned for marriage, karma for marriage, karma of marriage. Give me one more. I really don't usually read reversals, but since that one popped up, I read it. What is Ace of Wands reverse? Oop, whoop. Hold on. The Six of Cups just fell on the floor. The past. Oh, excuse me. Mm-hmm. The past. The karma of past relationships. The karma of past marriages. We're paying for the karma, and it's the bad karma of past relationships. But this is not just on an individual scale. This is on a grand scale. This is global. This is way beyond the collective. It ain't just us, folks. Let me look at one more card. I'm like, now these cards are upright. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, look what's on the bottom. Judgment. Oh, and it just fell out. I've never seen a card do that. Well, that's it. It jumped out of the deck onto the table, and It fell on the justice card. It fell on the justice card. Wow. This is justice. Ooh. Judgment deals with justice too. It fell on this card. So it's like a decision has been made by the universe. You know what this is, Carol. Come on, stop playing. Well, damn, and here the cards are literally repeating themselves. Um, well, then I'll read them like this. These are the little cards. Hmm. Okay. Um, I never thought of this. I'm not going to say I understand it clearly. I'm having difficulties. I'm a baby boomer. So, and I came along at the tail end. So for me, it was during the transition of the family. Um, Wanting to be married or wanting a career or being able to have them both. That's my period. I could choose both and I did. It never occurred to me. or I never saw it. I never saw marriage as being problematic for women. I knew husbands were a pain in the hip, straight off the bat. Well, so was I. But I never considered it on a global scale. Okay, these cards at the bottom of the deck. Okay, we are. Let's read it like this because there's so much information. It's blowing my mind. We have the Nine of Cups again. We have the happy family. We have the King of Wands. The King of Wands is like the Emperor in this reading. King of Wands is coming off as the Emperor. So he's happy. He controls. He's in control of the family. He's in control of the marriage contract, the contract to be together. We have the family legacy. We have the woman and the family, the wife, being held in high esteem. So we have the family being held in high esteem under the control of the showman here. Now that's the way it looks because this guy, the King of Wands, is a showman. He's your actor, your performer, your marketing person. He gets the job done. He creates a great show. And then we have, whoa, look who popped up. Mm, there. We have the King and Queen of Swords now. With a message regarding Pentacles, a study of Pentacles money, economics, our children. And there seems to be, I mean, these two rule, they're all intellect. And what has happened is that now it's a bunch of confusion, Seven of Cups, and a lot of anxiety, Nine of Swords, over a shadowy situation. Here's the moon, over a bunch of, moon also is subconscious beliefs. And it's, say what? It seems to be about, now we're talking marriages and commitment. Then here we have friendships, close relatives, deception, lies, cheating, stealing, and we have people interrogating. So basically what it looks as though, let's keep going. Was it worth it? Seven of Pentacles. Here's another five, card of change. This is the Five of Wands reversed, the fist fight. And here, ooh, Three of Swords reversed. It's still separation. But it's like the swords are coming out of the heart. They're getting ready to fall out now. They've been plunged. People feel that, some people feel that they have been deceived about marriage. The rest of these cards, no. I'm going to keep on reading them like this. Because some women just aren't the empress. And this is not the eternal mother or the ultimate mom or the ultimate boss lady. This woman is quite the opposite. She doesn't want children. She may not even want to be a boss. So this is something doesn't want to be married either. And this is something that's knocked everything off balance because they can't. This is the juggling act again. And the juggle is just not working here. It can't figure out what's going on. Temperance reversed. Things happen quickly. Hangman reversed. People aren't stuck anymore. They're making moves. And some people are making moves and they don't have a cent to make the moves with. And here we have the world reversed. And this is reversed, which means it's going to be ongoing. So what we have here are changing societal values. No one's trying to hold on to them anymore. This is interesting. No one's moving forward either. Oh, and look at this. Look! And there may not even be a drop in birth rate, not weight, rate. A drop in birth rates. Some don't want children anymore. And that's not going away anytime soon. And here we have, oh, Queen of Cups is reversed. This is your incompetent mother. This is the one who uses emotional blackmail to the nth degree. Don't we all use emotional blackmail sometimes on our kids? To the nth degree. This woman cripples children emotionally because of her insecurities. Strength reversed. And it's like, wow. Ace of Cups, the seeds of love have come to a screeching halt because people now see the whole love relationship as a burden. Ah! Fundamental change regarding relationships in order to restore a balance in them. Hmm. People are recognizing the manipulations, the narcissism in some relationships, and they are like feeling they're barely successful. They may be successful financially, but emotionally they're stuck. And things are moving very slowly. Folks just can't make their decisions. They don't know where to go. They just know they're not putting forth any. They're tired of the whole scenario. They're not going to work on it anymore. They're not going to put any effort in trying to save a corrupt relationship. Here's my social media card. This is articles on the situation, um, and social media. You know. And yet they're still emotionally engaged some kind of way because they are not walking away. People have realized that they've been given a bogus bill of goods when it comes to proposals, romantic invitations, and they just cannot seem to find a place of calm. Six of Swords. The Queen of Wands is doing her thing. She sees right through the whole situation and she's going to use it to get what she wants. No love lost here. I'm running out of table. And it's not that like there's indecision. It's just I don't want to make this decision. I don't know what to do. Keep this information to myself, or should I actually blackmail some people with it? The secrets are out. This is the High Priestess upside down. People are being very egotistical, intellectual, left brain with it. They're not using their intuition when it comes to partnerships. They're just seeing, they're going by what they see and not what they intuit. They're not discerning at all. Some people feel that they've invested a lot of money in their relationships for never reaching their goal, but they never reach their goal, so they feel like they've made a lot of bad investments. Today, yep, not happy, but they're not walking away too broke. And even the King of Pentacles is upside down here. He's wasted some money. He is not the smartest. When the King of Cups is reversed, number one, he's not a nice person. Number two, he uses his money as a weapon. And here we have nobody's looking inside themselves to see what the problem could be. Why are they attracting the people they attract? And this guy is spying on people. But what is he finding out? This guy is off his rocker too. The King of Cups. He's bitter. Good gracious. And no, these cards are not upside down. I mean, they're reversed. They're not upside down. No rest for the weary. Nobody's paying attention. Everybody is blaming everybody else for their bad situation. Nobody is checking themselves or taking, I don't want to say hold themselves accountable. I want to say sit still long enough to figure out what you did wrong. You're not tied up. You're free. You're free to do that. And in doing that, this is a Ten of Swords reversed. The swords will be falling out. As soon as you make the decision to try to figure out what you did wrong or what it was you missed, or how did I get here? At least ask, how did I get here? How did we get here? Then the swords start falling out one by one and information is revealed. Because right now there are a lot of people sinking. And yet there are those who are healed or being healed. There are those who are, look at this. They're healing their relationship. They're going to heal their relationship even though there's an imbalance. They're going to get it right. And here's the magician. They know what they have to do now. Even if they take it up into the spiritual realm to see what they need to get fixed, they're going to get this fixed. Some prefer to just stay alone. No, I don't want that. See the angel handing him a cup? Nope, don't want it. Not really pleased about it. Whereas others will be, this is going to build a whole new foundation. It's a whole new foundation about to be built. Okay. Ace of Swords. Yeah, the new foundation has got to be built because now it's like the information they have now is doesn't work anymore. It's not bad information, it's archaic. Even getting him out the way, the addictions. And they're getting the addictions out the way because it's cost them too much. Not just in money, health, life in itself. And so people are throwing away their regret and looking towards their future. Because like I said, they're going to get this right. They're going to get it right. And they don't care who's watching. They don't care what other people say. And that's going to create one hell of a tower. And it's also going to create an interesting backlash. That's interesting. That is interesting. So basically, there is an imbalance in relationships. One feels they're above the other. And you have a seesaw. Now, spirit or the universe has moved some things around so that who was up top is now at the bottom. And things are going to be moved around again to bring this balancing act into a balance. So that when we come into relationships, we're going to be equal and opposite people, worthy of each other, or there are going to be problems. Whenever you have an imbalance, things are not working. And that's what I think is quite interesting. And I know the universe got into it because we have the Wheel of Fortune in here twice, which is about what? Destiny. It's not just about good fortune, it's about, destiny. We have the Empress, the divine feminine. What else do we have? The Hierophant. That's about marriage and other social institutions. And sitting on top of that, we have Ace of Cups. We're talking about love situations. So I think this was quite interesting. So there's going to be some, what? People are going to be spending more time with themselves to figure out what it is that they need to do for themselves. It's about recognizing they may be codependent and realizing that when you love yourself first, it will be safe for you to love. Okay? Wow. This is going to be quite an interesting and insightful Valentine's Day. This is Grand Madam wishing you all much love.